Welcome, everyone, to Combat Wrestling Trivia. Tonight, Jacob Barber makes his first defense of the Twitch TV Championship when he takes on Erick Moreno of the Impactful Insiders. Let's take you to that match right now. Boom! Welcome in, everyone. You can see me here on your screen. We're going to bring in our competitors in just a second. Thank you to anyone who is currently here watching. No one said anything yet, but we appreciate you. But we have a Twitch TV title match, and it's our second title match in the past 7 days. Earlier this week, you would have saw Joey Suba defeat my best friend Dim for the CWT Pro Wrestling Trivia Championship. So Joey Suba is your new champion, but we have to decide who will be the Twitch TV champion moving forward. Will Jacob Barber defend, or will Erick get the victory early in his CWT career? But introducing first, he is your current Twitch TV Pro Wrestling Trivia Champion. He is the real Jacob Barber. How you doing, Jacob?
I'm doing excellent. I am happy to be here, happy to take on Erick. He will tell you that he is a notable prick, but I think he's a pretty nice guy, and I've been looking forward to this match. I think it's going to be a fun one. Win or lose, but I plan on winning because nobody comes into a match planning to lose. I expect it, but I don't plan on it. If that makes sense.
Makes sense to me. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring in your opponent. He is a member of the Impactful Insiders and a notable prick. But he's not a notable prick because that's how we get this title match. It's Erick Moreno. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. On this day, I finally see clearly because I got new glasses. I'm excited to be here. To be fair, the promotion gave me this match, this opportunity. I didn't earn it. Probably didn't need it, but I'm sure we'll fight for help for it. And today I'm calling in the spirit of Lucha Libre. I'm wearing my Lucha Brothers. I'm calling the spirit of Mystico to come back better than ever after a disastrous run in the WWE. I'm calling on the Styles of Phoenix to be given the opportunity to showcase great things. And I'm calling on the opportunity for Penta to one day fall in the lap of Jason Segel.
I have a copy of The Wrestler.
Do you have a signed copy of The Wrestler? This is signed.
No.
He came to my small town. It was amazing. Go watch Wrestling Live everywhere.
Yeah, do that. It's great. It's not signed by Mickey Rourke.
Not signed by Mickey Rourke or Necro Butcher.
Get it signed by R-Truth. All right. So we are going to go ahead and start with round number 1 in this Twitch TV title match. In round number 1, I haven't had these up in a while, but it works like this. 4 questions worth 1 point each. 2 questions each based on the first round strength given by both combatants. 1 final question with 4 possible answers in a random category. 1 point per correct answer. 8 total points available in round number 1. We're going to start with your strength, Jacob, and you chose AEW pay-per-views. And your first question: which is the only 2021 pay-per-view to not feature Kenny Omega in the main event?
I probably will miss a question today just to remember the Sinto squad I just
Right.
One time I learned a promo from the Candyman in a title match, and then I screwed up my first round completely. but I like my showmanship more than my winning.
It happens. All right. So, Jacob, what do you got?
Said double or nothing.
And Erick?
Say the same thing. Double or nothing.
Double or nothing is correct because it was main evented by the Stadium Stampede. And moving on to your...
Couldn't remember if it was in that or not.
Moving on to your second question. Which is the only pay-per-view to not be a Daily's Place in 2020? So all the other pay-per-views were held at Daly's place in Jacksonville, but what was the only one not to?
Gotta learn my locations, man. U.S. cities, great.
Just trying to remember what's the first one of the year. I'm gonna go with this one. I don't know.
All right, you're both in. Eric, what do you got?
Probably Revolution before the pandemic.
And Jacob.
I said Full Gear.
Correct answer is Revolution. Yes, before the pandemic began. That was her last pay-per-view. But
Was that in Toronto or something?
that was Revolution. I don't even know. Probably like Chicago. Chicago's an easy guess. Let's just say Chicago.
Yeah.
Let's just say
I'm
Chicago.
not good on the schedule. I was more focused on the content of the pay-per-view, so that wasn't at the forefront of my mind.
All right, so we are going to go ahead and move on to Eric's strength of NXT TakeOver, which I believe is also a secret strength of Jacob's. A little bit. First question.
2020.
Charlotte teamed with which future NXT Women's Champion to face off against Emma and Dana Brooke at NXT TakeOver Unstoppable? Right. Eric, are you in?
Yep.
Okay. Jacob, what do you got?
I said Becky Lynch.
And Eric.
I said Bailey.
Correct answer is Bailey.
Yeah, Becky was in the match with Sasha Banks. That's why I remember.
I was like, which one was it? It was one of the three.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to your second question. Which was the final NXT TakeOver to feature Johnny Gargano in the main event? We do not need a year, just need the name of the show. What's up, JB3? Welcome in.
Hi, JB3.
All right, Jacob, you're good.
Yeah.
Eric, what do you got?
In your house?
Jacob.
I said Chicago.
Correct answer is In Your House 2021. I believe it was the 5-way for the NXT Championship. But we're going to move on to your 4-point question. It comes in the category of Hulk Hogan.
Today in Fuck Hulk Hogan Day?
And your question. Which 4 WCW pay-per-views were the first to feature Hulk Hogan wrestling in the main event? Do not need years, just need the first 4 pay-per-views in WCW that Hulk Hogan main evented. Those of you watching at home, CWT, I haven't hosted a lot of matches lately, been real busy, but we're going to get back in the swing of things soon. Got a bunch of matches in the pipe, just waiting to get them scheduled. As well as we have the cross promotion with Lights Out Trivia Freaky Friday coming up.
Yeah, do watch that. That sounds like fun.
It's going to be a great time. It's going to be all CWT matches with Lights Out rules and Lights Out Trivia with CWT rules. It's going to be great. One of the matches will be announced very soon, as well as another match, which will be a open challenge 6-way. So the first 6 people to enter will be in it, but more to come on that later. All right. Do you guys both have 4 answers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right. All
Let's
right.
not waste time.
Jacob, what do you got?
I'm not even sure if the first one's an actual thing. Hog Wild. I don't know if that's even the right title.
It
Then I said Bash at the Beach, Halloween Havoc, and Uncensored.
Okay. And Eric.
I said Starcade, Bash at the Beach, Great American Bash, and Super Brawl.
All right. So your correct answers are Bash of the Beach, Halloween Havoc, Starcade, and Super Brawl. So, Jacob, you got 2. Eric, you got 3, giving us a score of 3-7, going into round number 2. Hog Wild is a pay-per-view, but it wasn't until 96. Hogan showed up in WCW in 94, but Hog Wild was the original name for Road Wild.
That might have been what I was thinking of then.
Yes, but same show, kind of. It followed the same lineage, they just changed it. But we're going to move on to round number 2. Round number 2 works like this. 4 questions for each player based on the second strength provided before the match. Each correct answer will award 1 point. There's no steals. 4 points available. Round number 2. So, Jacob, we're going to go ahead and start with you. And you chose WrestleMania in the 2000s. And your first question. Who was the special referee for Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg at WrestleMania 20?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That is correct.
What?
And your second question. Other than Matt Hardy, who was the only other wrestler to compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match at both WrestleMania 22 and 23?
I'm going to go with Shelton Benjamin.
And that is incorrect. Shelton was not in 23. We were looking for, of all people, Finley.
Oh.
Finley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Benjamin would have been my guess too.
All right. So, your next question. How many times was John Cena in a championship match at WrestleMania during the 2000s? Any championship. Six is correct. All of his matches in the 2000s were for a championship, from 21 to 25, or 20 to 25, sorry. Every match for a championship. And your final question. Including pre-shows, who was the only wrestler to wrestle at every WrestleMania in the 2000s?
Ooh.
So this is including Sunday Night Heat or aired pre-shows. Kane is correct.
Nice.
Because I believe other people have been close. Triple H missed WrestleMania 23 due to his tear. But yes, it is Kane.
I'm glad you said including pre-shows, because like, he wasn't on 19. Oh, well, he was in the tag team match on Heat.
Yeah, if I didn't say that, there wouldn't have been an answer. And I was like, I'm just going to do it anyway. That's a good question.
It is.
All right. So, you picked up 3 points. That's going to bring you up to 6. So now we go into Eric's strengths. And Eric, you chose Undertaker pay-per-view matches. But before we begin that, Eric, I hear you have a big match tomorrow night. Is at 9 p.m. Eastern. You and Jacob Cameron, the WWE Tag Team Champions, will be taking on the Golden Kings in Lights Out Trivia. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
What?
No, it's finally scheduled. It's been a while. There's been a wedding involved. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy to have the match now.
And on Friday, myself and some bitch will team up to take on Pez in a Lights Out Trivia Tag Team match. Just Pez.
Movie guys versus wrestling guys. I mean,
Yeah.
Pez is also a wrestling guy.
Just Pez. Just Pez, though. All right, so your first question. In which year did The Undertaker first wrestle Brock Lesnar on pay-per-view?
2002.
That is correct. And your next question. After returning to the Dead Man at WrestleMania 20 and defeating Kane, who was The Undertaker's next pay-per-view match against?
Good question.
The Dudleys.
That is incorrect. Right before the Dudleys, he took on Booker T at Judgment Day.
Oh, yeah.
And-
Never mind.
your next question. Who was the last wrestler to challenge The Undertaker for a world championship and a one-on-one match at a pay-per-view?
No, one-on-one.
Oh, I think I know this one.
It does say one-on-one, right?
Yeah. So just one-on-one. No multi-man, just one-on-one.
Rey Mysterio.
Jacob, what did you have?
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio is correct at the
Calling
Royal Rumble in
Mysterio
2010.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, it hit you.
It's a match in the
Good
showcase
call.
for Rey Mysterio.
Oh, that's true. All right, and your final question. Other than the winning Last Man Standing, what was one of the other two stipulations fans could have voted on for The Undertaker versus Big Show at Cyber Sunday 2008? Hey, when I do these like fourth questions and I got to make them a little bit harder, sometimes I got to dig deep.
Yeah, I understand. The fourth question is always the one that no. this one I didn't check. Why not? Let's go casket match.
They had a casket match at Survivor Series the next month, but that is incorrect.
That's
We
why.
Yeah. We were looking for I Quit or a knockout match.
Okay.
Yes, I Quit or a knockout match. But Eric, you still picked up 2 points. That's going to bring you up to 9. Still keeping it in within a one score in the final round distance. But we got to go to round number 3. And round number 3 for the Twitch TV title matches. Well, we got to figure out what round we're going to play. We're going to go ahead and bring up that wherever it is on my thing. There it is. The Twitch TV wheel. It is on your screen right now. We're going to decide which round we will play for round number 3. And it will be the streak round. So the streak round, it works like this. 5 questions in random categories will be asked for each player to answer. Each player can only unlock the next question if they answer correctly. If they are incorrect, their round will end. So, you're going to start with your first round in the streak. And it is in the category of the WWE. Your first question. Who is the final wrestler eliminated from the 2016 Royal Rumble match?
I was hoping you would put in the Undertaker one, like who was the first person ever eliminated by the Undertaker in the Royal Rumble.
Well, there goes having that question later. I got like no idea on that one, but yeah.
Dude, it's Bret Hart.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Jacob, what do you got?
Rusev?
And Eric.
Oh, I'm thinking 15.
Dean Ambrose.
You were thinking 15. It is a Dean Ambrose. So, Eric, that moves you up to 10. But we're going to move on to the second question in the category of WCW. And your question, Eric. You don't need your whiteboard for this. Who challenged for the WCW Championship at the final WCW pay-per-view, Greed?
Pretty sure I know this one too.
Scott Steiner.
He was the champion going in, so that is
See?
incorrect. But Jacob, what did you think?
Was it Booker T?
It was not Booker T either. It was Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
The streak round is over after 2 questions, but Eric, you picked up 1 point, giving you the advantage of more than one score going into the final round. But now we will start the final round, because the final round works like this. 3 points per correct answer. Starting at the lowest score, each player will choose 3 numbers between 1 and 20. Each player answers their own question till they take the lead. If one player's out of question does not have the lead, the game is over. If one player runs out of question for the leader answers any of theirs, a knockout is declared. And there will not be a tie today as we have a 4-point swing. But before we begin, Jacob, a number between 1 and 3 to shuffle the final round.
2.
2 it is. One and 2. And now your 3 numbers between 1 and 20.
7, 4, and 11.
7, 4, 11. All right. And Eric.
I'll still calling the spirit of Lucha Libre and go 6, 1, and 9.
You got it. Welcome in, Steve Mesa.
Hi, Steve.
All right.
I lost this match to get here. Your match with Steve. Yeah.
All right.
Kick myself over that Dean Ambrose answer.
So, Jacob, your first question comes in the category of in which year. And your first question is: in which year did the Sandman win his final ECW World Championship?
Thankfully, there's not that many to choose from. Let's go with 98.
That is incorrect. It was actually at the final WCW pay-per-view in 2001, and then he immediately lost it to Rhino right after. Yes, 2001. So, Jacob, we're going to move on to your second question. Comes in the category of NXT. And your question: which future WWE Tag Team Champion was the runner-up of Season 2 of NXT The Game Show?
Titus O'Neil?
The winner of this match and the new CWT Twitch TV champion, Eric, congratulations. The correct answer was Michael McGillicuddy or Curtis Axel. We would have accepted either or. So congratulations, Eric. You're the new Twitch.
He was also an Intercontinental. Okay, I was thinking just tag team champion. That's fine.
My bad. Eric, congratulations. Any words on this match? Future opponents? You've gained 5 points for the Impactful Insiders going into the final stretch of the Clash. Right before till we get to the Clash. But Eric, anything you want to say?
Yeah, I think this is the genesis of a new McKilly champion. No.
No, really?
Genesis McKillicuddy. No, this is fun. You did great, Jacob. Don't beat yourself up for it. Like that's the way that Twitch TV. I was excited to see the wheel because it could be anything. It could have been a total swing. That was a final tough question because who remembers the second place winner? Like I know who won that one because I was watching, but even then, Cabal is not like a great answer for a question. Like think of low key in WWE. But this was fun. I'm happy to give more points to the Impactful Insiders. As I always say, and many people say in CWT, like any wrestler can win. Any wrestler, any player can win in a good day. So today was my good day, but don't beat yourself up for it, Jacob, because you did great, and it could be your day. It was your day last time, so it could be any time again. And I will take any challenger that I can beat, so I can have a defense. But mostly, I think every player here could give a great match. So anyone's good. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Eric, before we go to Jacob, I've just mentioned the Clash. Jacob's already in it. Would you like to compete in the Clash of the Combatants Volume 3?
I was hoping you will ask. Totally. Yes.
Okay, so you are in. we now
Yeah,
have
I was
14 players in the Clash.
yes. Yeah, I was waiting for another exhibition match. I want to go to the Clash.
Yes, you will be in the Clash because you won a championship, so I consider that a good reason to. Unlike Andrew the Dude Hayes, who has no reason to be in the Clash, and the only way that he is going to make the Clash is if he defeats me. More on that later. Jacob, you still held the title. You've held 2 different titles now in CWT. You are also in the Clash as well. But Jacob, any words and anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you all for being here. Congratulations, Eric. Thank you to JB3. Thank you to Steve Mesa for being here. Who is in the Clash so far? There's 14 players. That'll be announced once we get all 20. We'll do a block reveal. So, not to be concerned, but if you're in it, you probably know. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a great night.